Today I'm going to show you my cowboy cookie recipe. Long before I made cakes, long before I made cakes, I was the queen of cookies, and I made them every single week, sometimes several times a week. And I'm going to show you my go-to, #1, hands down favorite of everybody in my family. These are my cowboy cookies, which is just basically an oatmeal chocolate chip cookie. So we're gonna start with 1.5 sticks of butter, and which is 3/4 of a cup, and then 3/4 of a cup of shortening. You're also gonna need 1.5 cups of white sugar and 1.5 cups of brown sugar. Okay, we've got the butter, the shortening, and the 2 sugars creamed really well. You're also going to need 3 eggs, 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. We're gonna add those next. Okay. For the dry ingredients, you need 3 cups of all-purpose flour. And then in here, I have 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder, 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Once that is mostly mixed, I'm going to then, for the last ingredient, add 3 cups of oats. They can be the quick oats or they can be the regular oats, or you can do a mix of both. They all work. Last, I'll add my chocolate chips. These are really good with white chocolate chips, peanut butter chips, butterscotch chips. I'm using dark chocolate chips today. And then I usually just mix by hand a little bit at the end. These are going to go into the oven at 350 degrees for about 10 minutes. And you're gonna take them out when they're just starting to get brown around the edges. So now I'm just gonna give it a quick stir to get everything off the bottom. And I've got my cookie sheets. I like to use the Silk Hats for my cookies. Parchment works great too. And I'm just going to I love my mini ice cream scoop to do cookies. I'll just get a nice big scoop. Scoop them out onto my cookie sheet. Okay, now I just barely took these out of the oven, and I think these are perfect. If you can see, they're just starting to brown around the edges, but they still look slightly underdone in the middle. They will continue to cook on the cookie sheets for another minute or 2, and I think this is the perfect doneness.